obsessed with success. Trying to run up a couple M's and no less. Mine been up next, we've been blessed, been putting in work. Sparking the interest. With no strings attached, I press with no stress. Running to the bag, can't lose breath. Gotta save and stack, no I can't lose bread. Got a pattern up, trying to get a new front step. Money adding up, so I know I'm moving correct. Can't damage us, came in and move like a vet, not a panicker. You chatting mad, shut your mouth, can't back it up. I'm with the plan it out, then bad it up. I'm trying to get big racks. See how I'm running on the track, enough stamina.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the San Antonio Spurs. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. So the Nets starting five. On-court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Parker. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker.
I like the stroke of David Robinson, especially from the mid-range area. I mean, softly lofting these shots up like he's in the gym all by himself.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Leonard the pass to Duncan. Clock at 6. Back to Gervin. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker. Second shot opportunity. And Robinson with the layup. Robinson's got his second basket.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. He really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Here's Harden. Here he goes. Robinson with the block. Here's Gervin. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouling.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Moving against Parker. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Harden putting constant pressure on the defense, finishing down low.
So it's San Antonio now. 4-point game. Here's Parker. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Harden, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Parker passes to Duncan. Feeds it to Robinson. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Robinson's got 6.
You know, Tim Duncan does a nice job, especially when one of his guys is open. That floor awareness of his, dime drop.
Stolen by Robinson. Outside Leonard. Robinson, that's good. That's now 8 points for Robinson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here is Harden. 5 points in the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach. He talked about the best strategy of containing Kevin Durant on the offensive end. Coach told me Kevin's going to get his. You can't stop that. But if you can push him off his favorite spots, it might make his production a bit more palatable to our defense. So they've done their homework with KD, but the exam is going to be harder. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Nets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And it's Leonard missing. Nets trail by 5. Harden kicks to KD. Back to Harden. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn, Leonard finds Duncan. A reverse, and he sinks the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Harden driving to the basket.
One of the game's best drivers without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defending that.
Robinson to Gervin. Parker outside, 6 to shoot. It's deflected. Irving against Gervin. Stolen by Robinson. Gervin outside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
All right, Lucas coming back.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Spurs High Squad.
It's Ginobili on the wing.
Spurs High Squad and make some noise there.
50 seconds left in the first. Shots good by Dampier.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Ginobili misses. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Dampier. Covered by Irving. Dampier, no good. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Clippers. Here's Durant. Misses from close range. Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Dampier. Here's Ginobili. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And that mid-range game of Ginobili, so reliable. He is phenomenal at capitalizing from those spots on the floor.
And here's KD for 3. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, on-court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Ginobili outside, clock at 4. For the 3, San Antonio getting another chance here. It's blocked. Harden surveying the D, stolen by Ginobili. Fast break, here they come. Kicks it to Dampier. Lets a floater go. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili, that's for 2.
And good defensive focus there from Griffin, not allowing the shooter to get by.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
You know, that's one of those passes where you just say, uh-oh, as soon as it leaves your hand.
Spurs leading by 6. Here's Dampier. The baseline J. And the rejection by Harden.
San Antonio ball.
Second quarter of action, about 1.5 minutes played. Passes to Keenan. Here's Dampier. 5 on the clock.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Dampier. Covered by Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Gilmore. And there's the pass to Dampier. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Elliott misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Elliott passes to Keenan. Here is Elliott, defended by Griffin. Irving against Elliott. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Elliott scores in multiple ways. A very versatile small forward.
The line for San Antonio.
And so he makes both from the line.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Claxton, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And a nice job of reading the defense there on the pull-up from Parker.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Gervin's checked in for Elliott. Harden outside, down low.
Nobody better at running the screen and roll than Harden. He's conniving, creative, pacing, spacing, all of that on display. Incredible in the pick and roll.
Gervin outside, back to Parker. Driving inside, and he banks in the layup. Parker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
The assist.
Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And it's Gervin missing. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. Pass to Harden. There's 1:17 left in the first half.
You know, when Harden gets deep inside positioning, he's ready for the throwdown because he's more athletic than people give him credit for.
Parker against Irving. With the floater, and that one's good. Parker's got 6 in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Inside, just his first attempt. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs leading by 6. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Tied from 17 feet out. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Gervin. 8 points for Tony Parker.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Parker against Irving. Parker's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gervin with the steal. Parker outside. Here's Robinson. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have had...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your take.
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they've been out of control. Too many turnovers. Clearly, they don't value their possessions. They need to refocus. Don't worry about making the highlight reel. Be effective.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Tony Parker. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Duncan. Then it's Robinson, and it's Gervin in at the shooting guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Leonard finds Robinson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Robinson's got 10 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Harden against Duncan. It's Harden with the drive.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Parker with it. 8 points for him. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. He kicks to Gervin. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robinson. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets trail by 6. Now Harden. 20 points for him. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Monday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike. Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the strike.
And that one's good. Parker.
And Parker's ability to knock down that jumper. He is as consistent as they get.
Harden against Robinson. The kick out to Irving. Back to Harden. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard dishes to Gervin. To the paint. Here's Duncan. And that one, good. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Advance the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Here is Harden. He's got 22. There's the drive and the jam by Harden.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes it to Dampier. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Harden. And the layup is good.
James
Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
So it's the Spurs now. They've led by as much as 10. The pass to Dampier. Shot clock at 5. Here's Silas. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
So far, Harden having his way on offense. The defense has to try something different.
San Antonio leading by 4. San Antonio calls timeout. Duncan is checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Silas, covered by Irving. It's blocked. And here's Harden. 28 points for him. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Dampier. He dishes it to Duncan. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
2 minutes.
Brooklyn on defense. 4-point game. Ginobili. Next good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Dampier. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Duncan against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Dampier, the pass to Silas. Ginobili outside. Pass to Silas. Shot from 12. He gets it in there. And the Spurs lead by 5. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Nets timeout. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Spurs Hype Squad.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets.
Your Spurs Hype Squad dance team.
Now here's Harden. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
That's his first.
That one on Ginobili.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
The Spurs making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Ginobili the pass to Parker. Over Claxton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and Parker with the pump fake there draws the foul. He is really crafty in terms of creating contact against his opponents. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared. Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Harden the pass to Claxton. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Parker looking around. Robinson on the wing. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Spurs out in front. They lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. San Antonio leading. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Front court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Claxton in at center. Here's Bowen. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gervin. Robinson's got space. And right on target with the swish. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Parker finds Robinson to the middle. Stolen by Harden. Irving surveying the floor. Durant for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
And that one's good. Parker.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
Spurs making a switch here. Elliott's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Parker, and it's San Antonio with another.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Harden against Gervin. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Claxton. And he makes that one. Claxton's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Parker, and it's blocked. Here's Claxton, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Duncan is checked in for San Antonio. Parker up top, covered by Irving. They get it back. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Irving for three. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Oh, Leonard in a position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Kicks it out to Harden. And it's good for two.
James Harden.
Harden's got 41.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Leonard finds Robinson. Parker against Griffin. Clock at 6. Here's Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout called the Nets. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Tony Parker.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way. Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Oh, Griffin in position. Harden against Irvin. Harden the pass to Claxton. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 2. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. .33 left in the fourth quarter, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assistant.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Robinson. The Spurs rebound. Got a hand on it. Here's Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
It's Harden with the drive. Good work defensively by Gervin. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Outside Leonard. Parker passes to Robinson. That's tipped. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Parker outside. passes it to Duncan. And the shot goes in. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The three from Harden. The shot, no good. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotion.